Is your child worth the puff? We're going to go over what secondhand smoke is, what does to the people around you, and how to prevent it. Secondhand smoke is a combination of small particles and gases from the lighting of an end of a tobacco product, and the smoke is exhaled from a smoker's mouth. So the two different kinds of secondhand smoke are mainstream and side stream. Mainstream is the smoke that comes directly from the mouth of the smoker. It could be blown in your face, blown into the air near you, and such. Side stream smoke comes from the end of a tobacco product such as a cigarette, cigar, or a pipe. Effects of secondhand smoke on children. This can occur in cars, houses, or even outdoors. Secondhand smoke can cause children to have more asthma attacks that can be more severe and more frequent. Secondhand smoke can cause children to have more ear infections and increases the risk of sudden infant death syndrome. It can also result in respiratory symptoms such as coughing, sneezing, wheezing, or shortness of breath. Secondhand smoke can also cause respiratory infections such as bronchitis and pneumonia. Effects on pregnant smokers. If the mother is smoking, the baby can be directly affected as well, since the blood streams are connected. Smoking while being pregnant can cause sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS. Newborn babies die from SIDS due to their mother smoking while being pregnant, inhaling all those chemicals, making it so the baby cannot breathe while it's sleeping. Smoking while pregnant can cause miscarriages. Smoking can also cause the baby to have a lower birth rate than expected, possibly meaning that the baby is not as healthy as it seems. Mothers who are pregnant can cause their babies to be prematurely born, causing the baby not to be fully developed due to smoking. It can also cause learning problems and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder as well. The longer and more the pregnant mother smokes, the higher the health risks go for the child, and quitting during pregnancy may help but does not always do so. Effects of secondhand smoke on adults of both smokers and non-smokers. Pregnant women smoking increase the risk of sudden infant death syndrome. Lung cancer, which there are about 7,300 deaths caused by lung cancer between the years of 2005 and 2009. Heart disease, which is the harmful effects on the heart and blood vessels. And during 2005 to 2009, 34,000 heart disease deaths were caused by secondhand smoke. Strokes can also be another effect from secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke can cause nasal irritation. Secondhand smoke can cause different types of cancers. It can cause lung cancer, larynx cancer, pharynx, nasal sinuses, brain, bladder, rectum, stomach, and breast cancers. It is also known to cause cancer in children. It can cause lymphoma, leukemia, liver cancer, and also brain tumors. How to prevent secondhand smoke. Ways to prevent secondhand smoke is by separating smokers from non-smokers and also opening windows. Air filters are also used to prevent secondhand smoke, but secondhand smoke is unpreventable. Third-hand smoke or residual tobacco smoke is found on surfaces months after smoke has already dissipated from the air. It can be found in dust, on different types of surfaces, and it can also last for months. I looked up on the CDC site about secondhand smoke and found some interesting facts. As the exposure to secondhand smoke increases, your risk for a stroke increases by 20 to 30%. Non-smokers who are exposed to secondhand smoke at home or at work increase their chances of developing lung cancer by 20 to 30%. From 2011 to 2012, 2 out of every 5 children ages 3 to 11 in the U.S. were exposed to secondhand smoke. From 2011 to 2012, about 25 out of 100 non-smokers had measurable levels of Secondhand. In 2007 to 2008, 88 million non-smokers were exposed to secondhand smoke in the U.S. Secondhand is an alkaloid found in tobacco, and it is also an anagram for nicotine. And from between 2011 to 2012, 36.8% non-smokers who lived in rental housing were exposed to secondhand smoke. Between 2011 and 2012, about 58 million non-smokers in the United States were exposed to secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke exposure is higher in lower-income families. Secondhand smoke exposure increases in blue-collar workers and service workers, along with construction workers. Secondhand smoke occurring on the job site has decreased over the past 20 years. Secondhand smoke has decreased by 62.6% since 1988. Secondhand smoke has decreased by 62.6% since 1988. This decrease in secondhand smoke can be caused by: in some states, there are new laws preventing smoking indoors at certain establishments to reduce secondhand smoke. Stricter smoking rules in households, such as smoking outside or with a window open. A decline in cigarette smoking rates, which can be due to the higher tax on cigarettes in certain states. And also, smoking around non-smokers has become socially unacceptable. Secondhand smoke is not preventable. You can at least try by stop smoking in the house, in cars with children, other adults, and/or pets. Even though secondhand smoke may not be preventable, there are some ways to minimize the risks. Not allowing people to smoke in your house or your car may reduce the amount of secondhand smoke exposure between you and other people. To reduce your child's secondhand smoke exposure, make sure your child's daycare facility is tobacco-free. Quit smoking if you're not a non-smoker already. Be a good role model to your children so they hopefully do not grow up to become smokers.